Hi, I'm Pam Hiller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert.
When I was a child, playing with a kaleidoscope was one of my very favorite things to do. I love the ever-changing patterns created by mirrors and pieces of colored glass.
Early indicators of our later quilting careers.
Indeed.
I did too, and now AccuQuilt can help you reproduce this childhood memory as a beautiful wall hanging using the Go Fractured Tumbler Die. Now these 3-inch finish units that create 6-inch finish blocks are perfect for creating the Go Through the Fractured Glass wall hanging. It's a free pattern. You can find it at AccuQuilt.com.
All right, Erica, before we start cutting some pieces, let's talk about the blocks in the pattern.
Okay, because we've got some pro tips you'll want to pay attention to.
All right, quilters, what you need to know is that in these blocks, we're going to create mirror images. So see how they are opposites. This unit here is the same as this unit here. This is the same as this unit here. All right, Erica, let's cut some shapes.
Okay.
First, quilters, you want to read the entire pattern and follow it carefully. The shapes on this die, which is super cute, are directional shapes.
Yes.
So sometimes the fabric is fan folded back and forth, while other times the fabric is either placed face up or down. The pattern also gives you instructions on how to subcut your fabric. And fun fact, Erica, you're going to subcut the same width because they finished to the same size.
Oh, okay.
I know, really fun. All right, Erica, so we're going to start with our green fabric, and you want to have the fabric facing up.
Okay.
And it's on both shapes, but we're just going to leave it on shape A for today.
Okay. Next, we're going to do pink fabric. Now, the dark pink can be fan folded over shape B. The medium pink can be fan folded over shapes A and B.
Right? So when we talk about fan folding quilters, this is what we talk about, going back and forth.
Back and forth.
This is the lengthwise grain.
Right.
Okay?
And then the pattern helps you keep track of your pieces by labeling them. The shapes that are cut face down are labeled AD and BD.
Right.
And we've done the same thing here in our studio, and we've got a sticky note that says facing down shapes. And it's going to tell you to do that in the directions, and we highly recommend that you go ahead and do that.
Right, because it's those facing down shapes that's going to allow you to create the mirrored images. All right, now for the light pink, we're going to place our fabric facing up over shape B. And notice, quilters, that this light pink is only in this block. The dark pink is only in the reverse blocks.
Okay, good note.
Okay.
Good note.
All right, then the last fabric we have is the white, and it can be fan folded over shape A and shape B. Now, Erica, we're not going to cut all the pieces we need for all of our blocks because we want to follow that 6-layer rule.
Okay.
And we have some of our pieces already cut.
Oh, okay, great.
So you're going to need a 6x12 cutting mat, and it's on a 6x12 die board, so it can fit through all of our cutters, including the Go Me.
All right, let's go ahead and get this cut.
All righty.
All right, Pam, here we go. So now we've got our pieces cut.
Right. Now this is crucial because you want to just take back, look, we didn't have any waste at all. All right. Now, these 4 shapes are the same shapes. They're just turned on the die board. These are the same shapes. Now, these are facing up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them here on my facing up. So now, quilters, these are the facing down shapes. Okay? So they're going to come here into this pile over here, and I already have some cut, so I'm just going to keep my pieces over here. All right. Now, Erica?
Yes, ma'am.
Are these facing up or down?
Those are facing up.
Yes.
So they're going to be on our up side. And again, we are going to suggest that you do it just this way, at least until you get your sea legs under you, as they say, and you get used to working with these directional shapes.
Right. All right, so once you keep track of them, it's super easy to create your blocks.
Right.
All right, so here's a sample of our shape A's and how we're gonna put them together. So Erica, if you wanna create another unit that looks like this and this, then
Okay.
I will sew them together. And this is really a great chain piecing block because you're just going to create these little units and sew them all together.
I have a feeling I'm going to need to press here.
You are.
All right.
And Erica, on these, I pressed towards the colored fabric.
Okay.
And then when we sew our 4 units together to make the block, we can press in opposite directions. So our seams will nest. Okay, honestly, I love this die. I love this tiny little 3-inch unit.
I do too.
And all the different ways that you could put it together. This is the colorway that's on the pattern, but think about if you used 3 different colors of blue and a white, and maybe an offset red here.
Wouldn't that be pretty?
This
Oh,
is a
gosh.
great pattern to use in AccuQuilt, which is
Yes.
our free tool.
So these are going to go together just like this, right?
Yes, because then when we put them together in the block, they're going to be just like that.
Love it.
Super fast. So you could make a quilt that just had these little shape A's in it. Or you
Right.
could do just your shape B's.
This die is certainly one that's going to give you a lot of creative license. You're going to have a lot of design possibilities with it.
Well, and such a great scrap buster because it's those tiny little 3-inch units that you're going to put together, but not so small that you would have a difficult time sewing them together.
Now, what about this seam? It looks like
Yep,
you've pressed to the
pink, so press to the pink on that one.
Okay.
I also think this would be a really cool border,
Ooh, I like
right?
that.
A 3-inch border that you could really have
Could
some,
do so many different things
right?
with it.
Look at that.
Look at that fun look.
Okay, now I got to figure out how it goes back together. There we go.
Oh, your little inner modern quilter is just coming up with so many ideas.
Loving all of this. I also thought of doing black and white with like just a little touch of hot pink. All right, Miss Erica.
All right.
And look how those points came together because we sewed them with a 1/4 of an
Great.
seam.
All right, well, you start working on the next block.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and press this seam now open.
So this is the block with all of our shapes facing up. This is our block with all of our pieces facing down. So I'm just going to recreate this block. And I'm going to start here with these 2 shape B's. And again, quilters, they're the same shape. We've cut off the dog ears. So now you can just chain piece. So the way you're going to know if it's right is that this dark pink is going to fall down here. There are 3 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these, 2 and 1.
Got it. This is already pressed this way. I'm going to press towards the dark pink then on this one. And again, that'll allow us to nest that center point.
And look at those fun mirrored images.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so now I'm going to put my 2 units together so we can sew all 4 of them together. Take your time here, quilters, because you have lots of seams that you want to make sure match. All righty, Miss Erica.
There we go.
Look at that. Look at how fun that block is. Continue to follow the pattern to cut the sashing, the borders, and the cornerstones. And then Erica, they want to follow the assembly instructions for the quilt top.
Right.
Once the quilt top is finished, layer the batting between the top and the backing. You can pin or baste your layers together and quilt as desired. Use your favorite binding method to finish your quilt.
The sample behind us is actually using a flange binding, and I love how it looks with this. Be sure to share your finished project on all our social media platforms using the hashtag AccuQuiltBuilt.
Recreating childhood memories has never been easier because at AccuQuilt we help you cut time
So you can quilt more.